Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Mars Horizon. We've got a lot of work to do to get this SLS Block 1B, and I'm kind of hoping that some of these missions we got going today are going to give us that big science boop that we're looking for. Skylab crew returns. NASA astronauts have safely landed on Earth after spending 12 months aboard the space station Skylab. In a televised interview, astronaut Jace Wilson was asked about taking a space shower on the station and revealed an incident where another crew member rigged the system so that the water was ice cold. I spent 3 hours setting up that shower, the astronaut lamented. I didn't speak to them for a week afterwards. 200 support. I wonder what kind of pranks they play on each other at the space station, you know? What kind of pranks could it be? Optimal dates. Seems good. Let's go. Well, optimal date, but not necessarily optimal weather. I think we'll launch on a different day here. Let's set up the future in August and go. Okay. Now, we've got our robotic rover is all done. Now, we got a trained payload here because this is a robotic rover, man. There's going to be stuff on this, all right? I just know it. There's going to be some stuff to do. So December is our launch date. Science mission training is increased by 100% though. It's too tempting. Look at this. Oh, it's so tempting though. It's so tempting. Like, you know, like, look at the screen tearing we have right now. What is going on with this? Look at all wobbly and stuff. I gotta go figure this out. Maybe I just need to reboot my computer or something. That's weird. Yeah, negative 10% of the payload reliability. So we're gonna deal with 71%? I don't want to do that, man. But 94. That seems like a good... We're gonna go for it. 71 sounds terrible, but we're gonna go for it. Hey, I'm gonna reboot my computer really quick, and we'll see if it fixes this weird screen tearing problem. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I fixed the problem. I hope I did. It's weird. My monitor decided it wanted to be at 82 frames per second instead of the 120 I've got it locked to. Kind of weird. Okay, no problem. We got this whole thing here. I didn't talk to them after a week afterwards. So that whole thing happened. And we're ready for the Solar Observatory mission here. So let's go ahead and hit launch. It looks like it reset me back to before this happened, so I guess we can launch today. I don't know, like, it doesn't really matter. It's not even like a critical mission, so let's go. Maybe karma will set in for me halfway safe scumming this inconsequential launch, and it'll just blow up now, and I'll be like, well, see, justice is served. 2% chance for critical failure. Also went to get some water because I don't drink nearly enough of it. I need to start working out in the morning, you know? Oh, see this? See? There is some karma. Shouldn't have safe scummed it. Hey, I fixed the... I'm pretty sure I fixed it, though. No, so now my monitor's back at 120 frames, and I don't think it's going to do it anymore. You know, maybe that it has something to do with the... I don't know if it does, but maybe that has something to do with... the desync that happened before? Maybe my monitor was doing that and I didn't notice the screen tearing and stuff on it. Maybe that was happening. Got to pay more attention to that kind of stuff. When you change your workflow, you know, things happen you don't expect. I want to get this one. So I'm going to need to... I want to go like this. Wow, we only get 2... Oh, right, because -1 command on the first turn. Right. Well, how do we best spend this turn, then? We could just spend it with 2 power. Let's do it this way. Getting 2 on each side here. -1 command, wow. Everything should be snappier now. So smooth compared to before. It is on my end. It's probably not on your end. Let's see. We got, bring it back. Hit it again. Give me these 2. And call that a turn. We're going to get a little bit of drift. Try to avoid that. in the next turn. And then, you know, this should have been the mission where we jacked up the difficulty. You know, we'll pick one. All right, we'll pick a mission that's like a side mission. Maybe the Subsurface Penetrator one, although I think this might be that one, right? No, this is the observatory thing. I think the Subsurface Penetrator one. We'll pick it, and we'll see how hard it actually is. Let's go like this, and then like this, and then we'll spend... Wow, there's no solution where I spend comms to do this. Never mind. Let's keep it locked in then. 2 turns left, huh? I mean, I could just spend the power. We got pretty good reliability. I could just spend the power. Question is, though, next turn I can't do that. Right, next turn you can't spend the power, so I'll have to use... Probably use... we have to bring it back too, don't we? All right, how about we go like this? Oh. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Get 2 on each side here. Then bring this back. And then just hit the power. Lines it up. 7, 4. Yeah, we're good. With 1 spare power to go. For the resistance. That was a terrible attempt at the accent, I think. Yeah, easy Earth orbit, easy mission, easy 2.8 thousand. Very good. All right, let's pick another mission. The robotic rover. Actually, we still have to set this. I think we're doing science training. I don't think I can resist this. There's just too much science possibilities there. And we will launch in December, just like last time. So there we go. The next mission, then, maybe there's one for money for the moon. That's a lot of support. And a pretty good amount of Mars experience, too. Let's plan this. That's a lot of support and good Mars experience. I don't really want to take more crew. And we won't be trying very hard with crew. That would not be an inconsequential mission. Let's go. We'll try it with a different one. What's the next mission up for grabs? Subsurface Penetrator launches in 4 months. I think that's probably what we'll do with it. So, assuming that's the case, this is the next launch, right? Subsurface Penetrator gets us some support, gets us a bunch of science, and you know, we have improved payload reliability, so we're looking at 76%. That's not great, but our launch is 92. So why don't we try this? I'm gonna go into options, I'm gonna go to missions difficulty, and I'm gonna go to very hard. And we're gonna see what a very hard mission looks like, okay? Just to see, okay? So Subsurface Penetrator. I believe the mission will be... Okay, you lowered my reliability. Why did you lower it? We checked this, it was 76, I'm sure, right? Why did you lower it, game? It lowered the launch. Everything went down by 10% just by going with very hard. Everything just went flat down by 10%. Oh my God. I think we failed this. Let's go. Why not? I just want to see. What kind of impossible nonsense did they come up with for this? Only 3% to fail. Maybe that's how very hard gets you. Maybe that 3% hits and then we'll never find out. Let's go. At least we have a really nice, bright, sunny day for it, you know? So this will be a very difficult puzzle, right? The puzzles are going to be one of those things where it's like, you can't do this. But we'll see. We'll see how the trades are. Maybe it won't be so bad. All right, and it's only going to affect the puzzle. It won't affect anything else. Our income and all that stuff is still the same. But the puzzle itself, the mission itself, that's where it's hard. So we need to collect 5, 5, and also 2 thrust. Because this is a multi-phase mission. And we have 4 turns, 3 commands. Okay. Getting 10 is... oh, God. Well, at least there's no drift. Could have been worse. We only have 5 power here, too. Let's go like this, and... You know, we can get away with this. If we can hit this once, actually. We can get away with this. So why don't we go like this, and then... Like at first glance, this doesn't seem that hard. But I got a feeling, like, with 4 turns and only 3 commands, getting this bonus is going to be actually pretty tough. Also, with the reliability being reduced by a flat 10%, just because that part will also be difficult. Yeah. Spending 1 power to get 1 extra nav, probably not. If they were taking like 2 or 3 away from me, then I would do it, but I think I can live with 1. Okay, let's go like this, and then here. And I think here again. No, let's spend something we don't need for something we do need. We'll go like this. It gets me to 6. I need to get this one to 9 at least, which is going to be freaking impossible. Hang on. 2 power here. I got to get the nav up. The data is actually easier to get. The nav is harder because you have to spend... You spend nav to get this. You can do it the other way around, but... I could just hit... At least I'm satisfying the requirements here, but... Alright. And then the next phase, I anticipate that one being tough too. At this stage in the game, though, like, nav is really hard to get. I am going to spend it this time. Oh, good. Oh, good. We got some luck. All right, 2 turns left. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of nav here. But if I can punch it all the way up to... This will be doable, I think. Next turn, I'll have to hit this... I want to keep this over. This is still the better trade. I don't know how to get that bonus objective. Still the better trade, though. With no power left, I can't resist, and it's going to take a data away from me, okay? There goes my spare data. So, last turn, have to hit this once. If I do this, I get the nav, but then I won't be able to get the nav and the data. I get very close here. Maybe I get lucky. Maybe we get lucky and get a bonus. That's the only way I'm getting the bonus here, though. Or, no, it's the only way to get 4 of these in 1 turn is to spend on the nav. We take this away. Can we get... No. No single command gives you both data and nav. But I can do this, which puts me 1 short again. It's the same thing. So we have to get lucky and maybe get a bonus nav. We need RNG to bless us. Bless us, RNG. I don't think so. Nope. Well, we won't get the bonus, but we got the objective at least. That one was kind of tough. The trades were not great. Like, it was like like your sacrifices don't get you as much out of it. You know what I mean? Apollo is complete. Selenological studies. I know. Some of you are probably telling me how to say that phonically, and I'm sure I know how. But there's certain words that some people just don't know how to do. Okay, hang on a second. Whoa. We're not gonna do very hard for the Rover. Okay, go back to normal. We're not going very hard for the Rover. Okay, that's not happening. Yeah. This is the one that's ready to launch. This is the one that we need the payload for, okay? So we'll build a payload for it. I think we're going to have to use Maybe we can get away with this Saturn. We can go cheaper here. I'm all right with that. Increase payload reliability, and let's use a contractor for the launch. Or the science. Or the science. I mean, all the science. I think the launch, though. The launch is a little eh. And this, all this does is increase time. So we can get a whole lot more out of this. But, I mean, do we really need 81% on the payload? Do we really need 83% on the launch? I think I'm going with science here, actually. Yeah, give me the science. 73 launch. You know, we can always train that if we want to. I think we'll do that. Okay, so our mission difficulty on the robotic rover, here it is. We're going. 87% on the launch. We're only getting 71% on the payload, but we're getting almost 10,000 science. And assuming we get bonuses, that's 15,000 science. That's a lot. Launch day for Curiosity, baby. Are you ready? Little rovers are going to be all over the place. Here we go. Yeah, no, they're not going to reschedule. This is perfect. 2% chance. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on. 98%.
We have liftoff.
98%. 98%. We're good. Oh, yes. Yes. Only on the first task, though. Darn. I was like, I'm waiting for like +1 power on the mission or something. That would have been cool. Mars Prep Robotic Rover. All right, then. So we need 6 nav and 6 thrust. We only get 2 turns to make this happen. And we have to hit this 3 times. Ouch. Okay. Only 2 turns. But we get 5 commands at least. But that's very quick. But all we need is 6 nav. So, and we get nav out of this. So really the challenge is, can we accumulate enough of these to hit it 3 times? So I think with power, we can easily do that. And do that. And we can go 1, 2 right now. Spend the other 3 to go here. We're going to lose 1 on the decay, but hitting this gets us to 12. So this will bring it down to 11 anyway. So we should be good here. Yeah. This is easy. Easier than I expected when I first saw it. I was like, 2 turns? What? But the objective actually isn't that complicated. We have really good modules on this as well. Oh, yeah. Extra nav there. That's perfect. All right. Now we just got to get to 11 thrust, which, again, shouldn't be that difficult with our extra powers. We just hit this twice. Pay for this. We have the power to resist it every single time we want to. Yeah. We can resist every single thing here. So we're good. Rock and roll. It's fine. Cost an additional... I mean, that's not even... It doesn't even matter. Right? Technically, it doesn't matter. We'll have enough, but I'm just going to resist it anyway. Just in case I'm miscalculating that. And now we're good, because we can afford it, so we should. Extra power on the rover for the win. Okay. Phase 1 complete. I wonder if this is the video. Is this the video where we land on Mars? 5 months. I think it is. So that means today, right after you're done watching this video, you should be able to go and like maybe an hour after this video posts or an hour and a half after this video posts, you should see the first video for our new Surviving Mars playthrough. And we are going to be, is it the hardest possible difficulty? No, but it's a challenging one. I'm not going to I'm going to get myself a little bit. And obviously I'm not going to be the United States, so it's a little bit weird. But you can pretend that we're something different. I don't know. You could pretend. Okay. We got all these different. Does this mean we can just do the mission now? Oh, we don't have spots available for it. Not yet. What I'm hoping to do, what I have the mission for, is this. Nope. This sample retrieval. That's what I got the parts for. We have time to go after that booster though. If I just get this block, I can go after this booster. It is more expensive, but way more reliable. And then we can get more out of the mission. You know? Maybe it's worth it. Or a building. Or a mission. Maybe the ground hab. If we ignore the space telescope, though, somebody's going to beat us to crewed rover. Is there anybody doing crewed rover? I don't know, but I feel like somebody might beat us to crewed rover. They may beat us to either one of these, you know? But, I mean, the X-ray telescope is worth a lot of science, too. It would really push our exploration into other areas. But while we still have some decent science income, we could also start prepping ground hab. And Curiosity is going to be worth a lot of science too, right? Yeah, 5,100 over 29 months. It's not enough. I don't know. Not sure which way to go. We're closer to this one than we are to this one. But because they've already done this one and they haven't necessarily done this one, I'm kind of thinking maybe we could beat them to crewed rover. I might take the risk on this. I wish I could see. How many of them have done the X-ray? Yeah, see, 2 of them have done this already. And even though they haven't done these, do they have to do the... Are they going to do these before they go down that side? Or are they just going to research the mission and then move on? Because if they have to do these, then we've got time on this one, but we don't have a whole lot of time on this one. I think it's better to be first on this. I can almost guarantee first place on this one. I can't guarantee first place on this one. Let's start this mission here. And we'll go next. Do we have any... Yeah, we don't. Okay. So I think this is, guys. I think this is the day. Wow. The time has come. I gotta get busy on that other series now, don't I? Let's go. Robotic rover. It's time, Curiosity. This is worth 15,000 science. Well, if we get the bonus every time. Okay, we have a trajectory change. That's different. Still 2 turns remaining, and we're going to lose... Okay, 6 commands is a lot, though. I like that. We're going to lose 3. So why don't we start this off by just bumping this a whole bunch. And we're going to use our extra power liberally, I guess. And we have a whole bunch of these data modules, and I think we could hit this 3 times. We'll start by hitting this twice now. Yeah, and then it goes down by 3, which brings it to 2. We won't have to worry about drift next turn. We got tons of power. Why do we only have 2 turns and 6 commands? It's a little odd, isn't it? I mean, I like it because these extra effects don't have as much of a... don't play as big of a role. That's a new one. Oh, reducing it by 3, you say? Yeah, we're spending the power on that. Anytime you can spend 1 power to get 3 of a resource that you need without using a command slot, I think it's worth it. And good. So this will bring the drift down to 2, which is going to check the box. And then we just hit the thrust again. So we get this. That takes care of the thrust. Now we just need a bunch of this. And we can spend this extra and our power to do that. So there we go. We're going to need a little bit of... Ooh. I guess we're going to do this. That works. And then a bunch of power. That makes... Yep, that guarantees it. There we go. So far, we're getting full bonus. It's feeling good. I think the difficulty that's balanced for me on these might be very hard. It's possible just hard. Because I don't get these every time, but I get the bonus like 90% of the time. So it's like there's not a whole lot of suspense for the bonus in the middle. I don't really toot my own horn very much. I like to consider myself a fairly humble guy. But I have enough experience in strategy games to where, like, planning ahead and stuff, you know, playing chess, poker, etc. I have enough for, like, planning ahead and stuff to where these puzzles are not that difficult for me. To where it's more like the macro game that I struggle with usually in strategy games. This is interesting. Wow. Lunar roving. Moon landing mission will carry a specially designed lunar rover, allowing the crew to undertake extended excursions to sites of scientific interest. But I don't really want to help China, so no. Subsurface Penetrator mission is ready to rock. And the ground hab research complete as well. The research for this anyway. Sustaining human lives after they land on Mars is of the highest priority. A specialized ground habitat designed to shield astronauts against the radiation and extreme conditions on the surface will greatly improve safety and living standards. This mission will send the ground habitat to land on Mars ahead of the later crewed mission. And the next phase of our Subsurface Penetrator is ready. For research, I think we have to go down this. And then we can look for crewed over here. Just as long as they're not going for that. I do have to check that. I got to keep an eye on that because I really want to be... Like, if any of these ever tick for them, if they ever look like they have the science for this, I may want to consider rushing this. I have a lot of science output. I don't know if I have more than they do, but I have a lot of science output. 86%. It's like super high chance to resolve here. But to get the bonus... I'm going to go ahead and continue it myself. See if I can get that. So this is going to Mars. We're going to the atmosphere, right? So you have to deal with heat. Not a whole lot of heat, but some heat. And we got to keep it at below 3. Not really that much of a biggie. We'll hit this, and then we'll hit this. And then why don't we spend that last heat to get a bunch of those. Call it good on a turn. Ooh, nice. Very nice. It'll cost ya. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just accept the results here. I don't have a whole lot of power on this craft. We'll remove heat there. Let's bump this up a little bit, and I think we'll use this one to get a couple more here. Okay. And then the heat will go to 3 now. Heat at the end of the turn. Oh, it goes to 2. Oh, I didn't realize I was lowering it to 0. Okay. Looks like I just need... There's, again, no turn, which gives you... There's no single action, which gives you both of these at the same output. So I can recharge once. let's spend here. And then I can spend... You know, that's not necessary. I could just buy these, right? I could just buy these. I could just go like this. Assuming I don't have to resist them, that just works. And if I do have to resist them, then kind of like whatever, next turn, you know? Like I'll drop by 1 resource or something. Big deal. There we go. Yeah, done. No problem. All done. No need to worry about the heat. And we did the mission. That's a lot of science. And now the subsurface habitat... Sorry, subsurface. The surface habitat is still going. I really... I don't want to get beat to this. I think I might, though. I'm really worried about, like, every month I'm going to check that. Like, is it dead yet? No. Nothing yet? No. Nothing yet? No. Nobody's going for this. I'm going to have a freaking rover on the surface of Mars before anybody. Here we go. The robotic rover is ready. It's prepped, guys. It's time. China just completed Modular Space Station 2. So they are sufficiently behind us. And we got a mission slot available, so why don't we go ahead and plan our sample retrieval now? Because we can. So this thing looks wicked cool. Huh? It costs $3.5 million. Unless I want more power, which I kind of do. So this is like... I kind of want more power, though. What's the mission like? We have 5 stages to this. More power would be so helpful. You have the money to pay for it, too. Execute trajectory. It looks like we have lots of comms and nav. Comms and data. Comms, nav, data, nav. Comms and comms. So pretty comm-heavy mission. Doesn't give me the option to do that, though, for the module. I'm going to pay for the extra power. I'm going to pay for it. Like, 4.8. Super great reliability. Way extra power. I can train science on this instead and just make a killing on it. For good power. This is Mars prep. Let's spend. Let's spend. You guys ready? Robotic rover time. Rover deployment. 25% Mars prep. I've kept doing suspense long enough. Let's go. Most likely have to do entry, right, first, and then... Just like the moon, right? We get orbit, and then we have to worry about the landing. So multi-phase here. Achieve Mars orbit. Looking for a drift between 8 and 9, and we're losing 5 every turn. Sorry, we're losing 5 on 1 turn. There's still only 2 turns remaining with 6 commands. It's very odd. I kind of love it. All right, we have 9 power because we overspent on power, so we can use it. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Wowzers, we have to spend power. This is actually kind of nuts. And where's the comms? Right here. Comms. I don't know how we're getting enough comms. Oh my god, how are we getting enough comms? This is insanity. I'm overdoing. I don't need to do this much data. Let's pull back on the data a bit here. We're meeting both of these. We need to hit comms really hard now. But we're also losing 5, so we're going to have to come up a lot next time, and that's going to suck. You know what? In order to do that, though, we're going to get data on every single one when we proceed forward, right? Why don't we focus instead a little bit more on comms this time? Well, we can't do it completely because I do need some of these, so I can't do it completely. There's no way to do that completely. Yeah. -5. Wow. And only 1 more turn after this. Okay, we'll do it this way. So we're going to start with -5. That means we're going to have to hit this to get to 8. Wow, 13. I don't think I can do this, actually. I think I have to focus on the drift this time. Yeah, this will be more doable. Holy crap, that's just a ton here, man. Like well, I can spend them down here to get more nav, but I can't really get a whole lot for comms with this. Damn, that's a lot. Okay. Let's see how we do. That's a lot of drift. -5 on one turn, and I'm gonna spend the power. It's only by 1 data. I have so many more data than I need. Never mind. Save the power. Barely. And we're good here. Yep. Ugh. Give me the wrong thing, but all right. All right, hit me with that -5, you dork. So somehow I need to do 9 drift this turn. That's hitting this 3 times. It shouldn't be that impossible. But to get this and 25 comms, that's where I'm like, ugh, on this. Let's not spend the comms. I mean, this is shit, right? You see this shit, right? We're not getting the bonus with this, though. I need to do some sort of different configuration here. I don't want to hit... I gotta get the comms back. And the nav back, I mean. Wait, not this. It's this. Ugh. Way overboard. Hang on. Alright, this gives me 2 of the other resource. Then we hit... I mean, I have to hit these twice. I have to hit these twice. So let's focus a little bit more on this side. We go more higher comms here. We go higher comms again. Or maybe we hit this one and then here. But I still have to hit the drift more times. Like 3 more times. Ouch, man. That -5. I don't think we're getting the bonus here. That's disappointing. I gotta think about this a second. We're so high on data. Like, the data is just so overboard here. Maybe I can... If I bring it back a little bit more... No, I need this. And then I'm out of power. And I still can't get the data. I can't do this one. I'm out of power. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's a way to do it. The only way to bring that needle up to 8 more. And I can't bring the needle this way and get comms. It's just not... Something like this, maybe? But then I'm way short on comms. Way short on comms. That doesn't give me enough options to spend the data that's overabundant, right? They give you tons of data and there's no real opportunity to spend it. So in this case, I still have to hit this one more time. I need a minute to think. Been through this a couple of times, and I just don't see a combination that gets me enough of comms and navigation at the same time, while also moving that needle to 8. That's just, it's a huge hurdle to overcome. So I think I'm just going to have to be satisfied with the current objective and not get the bonus. Because there just isn't really a way to do as much as I need to do with this. I can get the objective, but if I get the objective, I can't get the needle. It's always that way. It's either one or the other in this case. And that's just what I got to deal with. So this will give me... Nope, sorry. It's this one. This will give me the needle and the objective, but not... I mean, I just simply do not have enough actions to get the nav as well. I might have been able to pull it off with some kind of combination like this, because this is a really good one, but unfortunately that pulls the drift a lot. So like if I was to, for example, to go like this, it gets me a lot of these 2 resources, but then I have to really hit this one hard, and I have to hit it again, and I'm still going to be way short on the comms to pull that off. If I wanted to use power to do this, for instance, I could hit this twice, maybe get up there, but now I'm left with another, like I'm left with the inevitable fact that there's just not enough actions to get the other resources and also move that needle. So at the end of the day, this one, I just simply cannot get this little portion of bonus reward here. I don't know what I could have done on the first turn, but this one is, it's not doable on this turn as far as I can tell. I'm looking at this. Yeah, I have to get tons of... I just have to get way too much stuff to do it. So, and I actually need to figure out what order it is to get the needle up now too. So I think it's power. Why don't I have enough comms all of a sudden? Can I have the comms, please? Yeah. Hit this twice, hit this once. And this gives me everything I need. But it won't give me anywhere near enough of, you know, the other 2 resources. So we're going to charge here so that we can at least preserve what we got. And this one is just a little bit beyond me on the second turn here. So let's go. We'll try to resist anything that we have to complete the objective. And it's going to take me down by 2 data. I have more than enough data, so I'm okay with that. There's just so much data in that transaction where you're way overboard on data because you have to be. Because you have to move that needle up, and it's just... Like, again, it's giving me more data than I need. I don't care. We'll accept it. At least the things I'm losing are data-based. And there we go. So we won't get the bonus on that, but it's only 25% of it, so. Perform Mars Descent. All right. So now we got to deal with the heat. Then we got to deploy our rover down there. I wonder if there's anything we can do with the rover once it's down there. Again, 2 turns remaining. We got to deal with drift and heat at the same time. Isn't that great? Do we have to get below 3? We have to get below 3. And we're starting with 8. And then it's going to go up 8. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. And don't drift it while you're at it. Make sure you don't drift it. All right, then. Bop, bop. Bop again. And, you know, we can drift it, I guess, but we just have to put it back, you know. Maybe we'll use... I don't know about getting the bonus on this either. I almost feel like I need to spend here to get that 6. Bump that up to 12. Maybe we can do that here. Hang on. If I get this one first, knock the heat down twice, hit this twice, bumps this up to where it's achievable. We just have to take the heat down. We'll do it by 3 here. There we go. So this will bring the heat down to 1, but our drift is off by 2. So I'm going to have to hit these, probably this one, to pull it back. At least twice next turn. The heat won't matter next turn. As long as we're successful in getting the bonus, the heat doesn't matter. So let's confirm this. We only have 2 power to resist. Oh boy. Let's go. Oh my God. So far being nice. Let's go. So the +8 doesn't matter. Just because it's the last turn. So pull the drift back in. That's it. Getting lucky there. Okay, we need to come up with 10 nav. We just did 15 in that turn, so it shouldn't be a problem. Gonna start by bringing the power back, or bringing the drift back. Let's recharge at least once. We can... Let's go ahead and spend these extra data that we have. That's gonna satisfy the requirements, then we just recharge. So we don't need to worry about the heat because we're satisfying the bonus reward. And our drift is perfect. So just resist it and we should be good to go. Most likely have to resist that. Yeah, it's going to cost us an additional drift. We have to resist that. Because if we add another drift, we lose. And we're good. It's on the surface! Oh, I wanted to see it like... Yeah, there you go. I wanted to see it move around. Yes. All right, we're first for the rover deployment. It's a lot of support. We're going to get a little extra stuff. And we're going to get 489 science for 20 months. Pretty good. Feeling good about that. And now, after this video, you can go and watch the beginning of our Surviving Mars playthrough. Huh? I'm just saying, that's pretty cool. You know what else is pretty cool? Next month, we're going to be in Saturn for our grand tour. Yeah. That's another thing we're going to be doing. There's another request mission here. Looks like a lot of science. It's worth 2%. Probably going to be expensive. Grand tour is ready to go with... No, I want to do Mars. And we're looking at sample retrieval. Yeah, so we got 9 months on this little bad boy. I love that. I need a mission that gets me a kick-ass amount of science, but doesn't take forever to do. Mercury, are you my answer here? Core science. The problem with this... Okay, hang on. The mission's Mars experience reward is increased by 50%. That's pretty good. It's an extra percentage. What's it going to cost me? Because 2730 isn't that good. It's over 15 months, so it's also not that fast. What's going to cost me? It's not bad. That's not bad. Getting to Mercury, the launch vehicle will be expensive. But I think we can make this work. The problem with Mercury, though, it's very high on heat. So I will want to spend this. Is there a better solution? Let me just abort this really quick. Is there a better mission for the money? It gets good amount of science and it's... See, I think Solar Observatory is going to be better for us. We have science reward for the mission going up. Payload reliability is going down, but it's still a lot, and it's over 6 months, which is more to the style I want. Plus, the launch vehicle won't cost me nearly as much. So because the reliability is shit, I'm going to spend extra. It's only 100 extra grand for the more power. And then we can train reliability, but our payload is much cheaper, and we get the science for it for less money. And our launch vehicle could even be the shuttle, honestly. We don't have to do anything for that. So let's go next month on the Grand Tour. Millions follow the Mars rover landing. Millions online followed intense anticipation as your Mars rover Curiosity, after 9 months of travel, attempted the formidable task of landing on the red planet. Awareness of the mission has been vastly increased by a PR campaign that involved the public submitting their names to be taken to Mars via an etched plaque attached to the rover. An online stream showed the mission control staff holding their breath for several minutes of terror during the descent, before finally cheers erupted as Curiosity returned its first image of the surface and one of its wheels, confirming its safe landing. 500's more support, and our grand tour is done. Let's do the Saturn bit, and then we'll call it a day for today. And then again, you can check out the beginning of our new Surviving Mars playthrough if you want to, shortly after this video goes live. I'm not going to post it right away because I want to give people time to watch this, but shortly after this one posts, that's all I'm going to say. Give it an hour, maybe 2, and then you can see that one start. Okay, we have to deal with radiation again, and we have 6 turns, so we really want to make sure that we are taking radiation all the way down and not forgetting to do that one time and costing you a lot. Okay, 28, 28, and 40. That's a lot too. Let's build up the heat. We're going to lose 3 heat every turn, so but we just have to hit it once at least. I also need to hit this. We have 4 radiation right now as our threat, so why don't we hit you? Spend. Going money here instead? I think so. Something like that. 7, 8, and 2. God, that's not very much. I'm going to spend a little bit to get to that 7. So this brings the radiation down to 0, which is exactly what we want. And this is up. Good. We get a lot of turns on these. I like this. I just got to remember not to allow the radiation to build up. Hit the radiation every single turn, damn it. We're gonna see every single planet. We're gonna see Uranus. We're gonna see Neptune. We're gonna see Pluto. We're not gonna get credit for flybys on any of them. It sucks, but it's all right. It's not a dedicated flyby mission, I guess. All right. So once again, we have to hit the heat. And we have to hit the radiation down to 0. So we're at least going to take care of the heat there. Now, we don't need to address the heat next turn because we're going to hit this twice this turn. So let's use the bonus we have on data to really hit this hard. Because I need these 2 resources anyway, and we have a little bit extra here. And then, actually, you know what? Let's hit this one instead on this one. There we go. So we have 5 heat now. And no radiation. Good. Let's go. It's going to reduce it by 1 on the data. I think we're okay there. Okay. Very good. Let's bring the heat up. Excellent. 100% again. Very cool. There's that extra data giving it back to us. Okay, radiation and heat are all taken care of. And we technically don't need to worry about heat this turn. We can focus on other things. We just have to make sure we also hit that radiation for 4. All right, so let's start with radiation. Let's not spend the comms though. Not entirely. We can hit this like this instead. Actually, you know what? Probably better to do it this way. We'll hit this a couple of times, then hit this a couple of times. I like that better. Then we can spend 2 power and get... you know, if I spend the bonus data modules that we have and get these 2 resources up, I don't have to worry about heat next turn either right now. So let's do that too. So I'm actually good on heat for 2 turns now. What are you doing to me? Data? No, I want the nav. We have such a long way to go on that. Ooh. And then we have to decide if we want to transmit that science to Saturn, or if we want to let it go all the way to Uranus before we transmit it. Or maybe we just don't transmit the bonus until we get all the way out to Pluto. That'd be crazy. 97. Seems good. Okay, we don't have to worry about heat. And we don't have to worry about the radiation. So we got 20 nav to make up. And we got 3 more turns to do it. We got a lot of power to spend to do it. Or we we could just use our data, which I think is probably what we're going to do. So let's hit this a couple of times to knock all the radiation down to 0. We'll hit this. Just spending our access to get this. Recharge. And I think if I hit this... Yeah, we're good here if I hit this again. I don't want to use the power, though. I want to save the power. So once again, I think we're going to go here instead. Because every time we resist radiation, we get data. So we should be spending that on the other things. This is a pretty good... This is really good. I'm satisfied with this result. We will need to worry about heat next turn, but we're just going to use the data that we're taking away for radiation to spend it here. As long as I don't have to resist everything. Which I may. And I'm gonna... Yeah, I still want the nav. I still want the nav. Don't take nav away from me. And... Take data away. Take data away. Data, data, data. Comms. I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that one. I think we're only 2 away on that one, so... Yeah, we're 4 away now. Big deal. Okay. So we can hit this one. And it does get us... I thought that was going to get us on both sides, but whatever. We can hit it again. And then we'll go this way. This way. That's going to reduce our reliability by 10% for the final turn. Unless... I get a power. I think I should get a power here. Or I can just take the hit. Why don't we just take the hit? Because if I take the hit, then I'm basically guaranteed next turn. Yeah. Maybe even... I don't have the power for this. We're gonna leave it. We'll just recharge. The next turn we'll have a 66% reliability, but we'll be guaranteed because like I won't have to worry about either one of these things again. So let's go. And we have so many commands. Like I really only need 2 commands to get the rest of the resources, so I can spend the rest of it on recharging anyway. So we're gonna get the bonus on this too. Feels good. Or we'll get a bonus. Yeah, there we go. Another bonus comms. Okay, so radiation's going to hit us. We're at 66% now. And this is the last turn. We don't have to worry about heat or anything. So, we're just worrying about the data. We use power here. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. We'll just recharge for the rest of the turns. And that's it. We're good to go. So, bye-bye, Saturn. We did it successfully. And we did it with style. Very good. Man, the planning that went into this mission. To be able to actually go past every single planet on your journey out of the solar system, that takes an incredible amount of planning to like get them all lined up and choose where your window is to make that happen. How you're going to wrap around other planets and zing around the, like all the gravity assists and stuff. Very cool. Yeah, very exciting stuff. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of stuff happening on the channel. And I hope you'll join me for another series of Surviving Mars. It's going to be fun. Check that out if you'd like to. And of course, Mars Horizon is going to continue, but it may be like a once-a-day thing, and we might have some Surviving Mars on once a day while these two are interconnected. I may not be able to line them up with like the end of Mars Horizon. I may not be able to line that up. We'll see. I got a lot of videos to record to really figure that out. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy both series. And of course, Perispera is starting very soon too. So we'll be continuing that one as well. Thank you very much. We'll see you. Bye.